Avery, because we get paid to sit here and watch other people play video games for a living. We've got a pretty good matchup. Gaimin Gladiators versus Team Spirit. We casted this before, Avery.
Oh, yeah.
We casted a best of 5 not too long ago between these two teams. It did not work out well for Gaimin Gladiators.
No, they got 3-0'd in that TI Grand Final. And then Yatoro said, I'm out. See you next time you're trying to win a LAN. And then he came back.
You humiliated Quinn, said this guy's going to retire after such a beating.
Called him trash. That's what I heard. Unconfirmed rumor.
True, true. And then he saw that Quinn was still playing. He was like, all right, I guess I got to come out of retirement and put this guy back in the dirt.
I thought I ended your career, son. Why are you still out here at all?
I'm talking about Quinn because I do not have faith in this Lina pick of theirs. This does not look like the best Lina game defensively. It feels like there's a lot of heroes that can run at this Lina. And Quinn's Lina has not been doing the best for Gaimin Gladiators. He is on a 2-game losing streak. He has lost 2 games here at DreamLeague against Chimera and another team I forgot.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He obviously was not watching our cast because I said that this hero is incredibly overrated, maybe one of the most overrated in the meta, and yet he picks it.
Well, do you think he respects your opinion?
Maybe. I guess he doesn't. That's what I'm learning here, and that makes me quite sad. It makes me quite sad, Austin. I thought he did. Honest, I thought a lot of people did. But that's how life goes.
It sounds like you came upon some startling revelations recently.
Well, maybe so. It hurts a little. I also don't have faith in this Lina. I just don't see this hero win games.
I definitely don't have faith if he loses to Ember Spirit.
I feel like Lina is a win more hero. Like when you're winning the game and your other heroes are going to win the game, she wins it more for you. But if you're losing, this hero does not drag it back. That's my gut read.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that if the enemy team has good ways to stop any sort of like backlaning and splitting of the map and stuff, which they certainly do. They have Zeus, Ember Spirit, Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, right? Amazing rat catching potential.
Yeah, that for me is the one way that Lina can get you back in the game, is that she can be pretty elusive out on the map and just one-shot waves while sitting on top of trees.
Middle tower is under attack.
Can also crush the lane with this hero, which in theory Quinn should dominate this mid lane.
Yeah, this is a matchup that 100% should be won by Lina.
Just got to tough it out if you're Laurel. But I think Ember is one of the better heroes to just kind of sack a lane with, have him make plays in the mid game. Just be a team fighter, a nuisance on the map. If the Searing Chains has good value, if you need a mid with a stun that can go in as a front line, he's one of the better options.
Laposhka trying to create a bit of separation, but they stick onto Radon and do manage to get the first blood. So, a bristleback Riki lane getting first blood. That was not expected.
I mean, Blink Strike for those physical hits when all the goo stacks are on you, it's deadly. And Bloodseeker's a high armor hero. Surprised he went down that fast.
Yeah, with this facet, level 1 goo, it's 2.5 armor that you lose. That's pretty crazy.
They're going to try and go for Ace, little chip. I'd be surprised if Yatoro dies again in this lane from this point. Yeah. But that's a good kill for Gaimin to snag. And all 3 of their cores are sitting on top right now. So they're looking pretty happy.
What do you think about the Zeus, by the way? Do you think the Zeus is a good answer to Riki? Because that's another hero that I'm not convinced by so far.
I think it helps. I mean, you're just limiting vision in general. You might snag vision of him in the fight. I think the Zeus plus the Breaker really limits the Riki potential around the map.
Sure.
You kill a courier, you're getting charged. You either have to insta-TP out or just pay the price. So little things like that really stymie what this hero can do in terms of pressure on the map.
Yeah. Riki is also really good at getting deep wards all over the place, and just being able to have a hero that gives you free detection of wards goes a long way.
But I think it's perfectly good, and the lane's
collapse. Underneath the Malady and that aura that he brings, you cannot win this fight.
You got negative armor. Pure damage right clicks coming through. Malady cleans him up.
Good read by the new duo of Gaimin Gladiators, but the old man in mid is still going to be caught and killed. Maposhka rotates over alongside Rue, so they may win that top lane, but they will make Quinn's life living hell. He's supposed to have a one-on-one matchup that he thrashes, but it's a 1v3, it seems.
He just doesn't really have as many denies as I might expect either. Laurel was really CSing well in this lane. Non goes to base.
He TP'd back to base? I thought he was going to TP to tower.
A little expensive, but that lane was completely at their tier 1, so he likely wasn't going to be able to stand there and CS anyway. Still, that lane is not going as well as I thought it would have for the Bloodseeker. I think Gaimin have played it quite well. I think Spirit put a lot more resources into the mid with that gank and some of the rune control with the water runes. That's what led up to that Lina kill. They denied both water runes away from Quinn. So there was a lot of attention put into making that kill happen. And you're starting to see some of the payback on the side lanes. The Terrorblade goes down once, the Bloodseeker goes to base. Everything in Dota is a trade-off. The Gaimin cores are still sitting in nice spots in this game. They lead that net worth chart. So you need ganks like this.
TP coming in for the Elder Titan. Elder Titan's just not the hero that I think can really make a difference here when they're diving a tower, but maybe he can get a rebuttal kill? Not even that much. Nicely done by Rue, getting the aggro off of him, pushes over to another hero. Laurel almost dies. The tower shot does land on him. The Riki, not going to be in range.
They are really playing this mid lane well. And once you set this Lina back, you alleviate so much of the timings on this hero.
Yeah, it feels like one death was fine.
Oh, Laurel did not like you taking his rune there. Gonna have words with you.
Quinn was doing very well in the CS. If it was the only one death, then all good. Right? CS-wise, they had 3 of the top 3, but now his net worth has shot down below all of the cores in the game.
Yeah, we can see the target prioritization here from Spirit. Want to make sure Laurel has a game versus Lina matchup, and they'll figure out the other 2 cores later. I was thinking about it, this is the first Team Spirit roster with only one player that hasn't won TI.
What?
Rue.
Yeah, but before they had a roster that had one player who hadn't won a TI. That was Laurel.
Dire are scared.
Well, you got me there. That's true.
So it's just flat out false.
What I was going to say is, how do you think Rue feels playing on this team?
Probably the way Laurel felt last.
Exactly, but now it's not Laurel.
Okay.
So maybe Laurel's giving him the hazing.
Do you think he got hazed?
You know, go get me a Red Bull, rookie.
Wow. Unmentioned energy drink. I don't know.
Go get me a Monster.
I don't think they're a sponsor either, so don't worry about it.
What does it matter?
Insert energy drink here. You can sponsor it. We'll say your name.
Go get me an Acer Predator series laptop. Rookie. How's that for some product placement?
Calm down there, Insania. 8-minute power rune. Team Spirit are relentless in their mid pressure. Apparently, they are fine to just abandon their side lanes.
Yeah, Radon got messed up in his laning phase. I don't know if he's too happy about it, but Laurel's living life. Strong Ember can definitely carry you back in the early game. Strong skirmish hero, especially with these supports. We're seeing them do some work right now.
Malady, he is not going to be able to do anything about this. And Radon, well, he's not level 6.
He's fast, though.
He is fast, and they have enough damage on Malady that I think he just is able to run him down. Ace is out of mana, so there's not much Ace can do. Ace is just going to take the tower.
He walks it off. Took the courier instead. Yeah, this safe lane did not go how I think Spirit expected it, even with the resources put into mid, but I don't think mid went how Gaimin expected it. So maybe the real deal breaker is this Terrorblade DK lane?
That sounds like an incredibly boring lane.
Yeah, they're just farming up there.
Well, Laurel is going to have to pay back all of the attention he was given in this laning phase, and he's doing so pretty well, causing a lot of chaos in mid. Even if he doesn't kill Tofu, Maposhka will be able to finish him off. Slips behind the tower. Now he should be victim to Quinn, but Quinn, he throws out the Laguna Blade, immediately gets gone on Rupture up. He's not moving anywhere. He does what damage he can. It's up to Ace now to try and finish it up. Nice use of the Sunder, though. Using that on Laurel means that Laurel, okay, maybe he can't stick around. He's got to jump to his Remnant with the help of Watson. They may still be able to get him. Laurel's out of Remnants. Oh, a Lotus given to him.
Feed.
Collapse is just helping him out
medic.
so much. Laurel, he stays alive through it all.
Yo, Collapse God doing his best Omni Knight impression out here.
That was
just
sick.
saving people left and right with the Terrorblade heals. And they get their mid laner back to base. 3-0 and 3-star for this Ember. He is tearing up these mid lane skirmishes. Gaimin do not have the best lockdown for him in the early game. They really don't, because you don't have a point in LSA on this Lina. You're going for the lane domination plus the farm. So when you look at the early game stuns that Laurel has to play around, there's nothing there, right? I mean, it's a point in smokescreen and a Dragon Tail, which is only if the DK comes to the fight, which Watson doesn't want to have to do. This Ember is really pulling some weight right now.
Charge completes, but it's going on to a Bristleback. A Bristleback who was free farming for quite a bit until he rotated into mid. He's got double bracer, treads, and a soul ring. Downside, this is the goo Bristleback. It's not the seeing red Bristleback that is stacked and is trying to farm a fast Aghanim Scepter. Like, I think I could forgive Lina being behind like that if your Bristleback was getting really big and is going to be a big Ags threat, but
I don't know. I mean, the goo in this game amping up the DK damage,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
pretty good. We've seen DK carry a lot of games. You also have this ET running around. I could see the two side laners here for Gaimin carry the mid game. They get that like one good team fight out of it where the DK lives. Can do a lot of DPS here.
yeah, I mean, the synergy is cool between the three heroes. I guess I'm just concerned that they're not going to be able to do much in this like 15-20 minute window when the Dragon Knight doesn't really want to be fighting, more so farming. Quinn caught again. This guy's just never going to be online at this point in time. His Boots of Travels is still waiting in the shop.
I mean, is this GGN mid territory for him or what?
It just might be.
This is a rough game. He doesn't even have an assist, man. 0-4 and 0 on this mid Lina. Like you said, that bots, every time it gets delayed, it just feels worse. Spirit have made his life miserable.
Stomp that's going to whiff between the two different heroes. And he will die to the illusion. Collapse is trying to get away, though. Watson. They're going to need the Spirit Breaker to...
They're coming.
They actually gave up on that kill?
This might not be a bad fight for Spirit.
Yeah, they are drawing him out here. Now, they do lose their Zeus, but the Dragon Knight is going to die nice and quick as Radon comes in with a Blood Right to clean house. And at this point in time, you're pot committed if you're Gaimin Gladiators on these heroes. You just have to hope that Ace can fight through all this. And it looks like Team Spirit don't really want to test him too much.
This might be a little greedy.
Yeah, going even further.
But Spirit got what they wanted here, which is the DK death. That's a big one to set Watson back. Radon gets involved again. His recovery continues. And you're just continuing to look at a game where Quinn cannot have impact. What is Lina supposed to do in these fights in weird parts of the map or him getting ganked? Not easy. The Breaker is just outmaneuvering everybody in this early game.
This is most successful Spirit Breaker I've seen in a year or so.
Oh, he's having a great game. 1-0 and 9 on this Breaker. 10 out of 11 kill involvement. He's already up to phase boots on his way to drums. This is going to be a strong Breaker in this game. Not a sacrificial one at all. And this is a scary hero to play against if he has a game like this. He can still do Spirit Breaker things.
And Tofu can't play the map the way he wants to. As you said, this duo is a menace for the Riki. Whether he's charged or he's revealed.
Or he's dead.
He's dead. And Laurel comes in, activates his haste rune. Mess with Ace a bit. Let's see if they can actually do the damage. They can kite him around quite a bit. Laurel can walk away at any time if he needs to. And Watson's going to show up and he decides, okay, I do need to walk away. Blood Right to finish him off. He does manage to get it. Now a slight change onto the Dragon Knight and they've got Rupture back into play. Watson's going to have to stand his ground underneath this tier 1 tower. Armlet toggle. Nice Dragon Tail. It stops Rue from being able to charge through. They finish him off. Can he armlet toggle again? The chain. Nice stomp, Tommy. That is perfect from Malady. That gives Watson the opening to re-toggle and maybe get the kill onto Laurel, though. Oh!
Dodge the last right click.
A Dragon Slave long range might be able to get him.
We got Watson on the toggle.
Oh, we did get him on the toggle,
What?
but they do get him on the Dragon Slave at the same time.
Oh, they had a ward all the way back on
they
that
did.
Dire Wisdom rune.
Dirty.
That is a dirty ward in the rib cage of this foul beast.
And Quinn, his first successful fight in a while,
I mean, this
immediately dies on the onset. This
he
is
has
just
no
awful.
game. Yeah, he has no game on this lane. I mean, the net worth looks okay, but from a momentum and a game feel standpoint, he has nothing right now.
Yeah.
This Spirit Breaker is just running the map right now. Another easy pickoff with Orchid already done on the Terrorblade. Well, I mean, what is the answer for Rue? He might be the only one without a TI ring, but he's putting him on his back right now.
I don't think he's getting any hazing treatment tonight, that's for sure.
He's about to... Well, I guess I can't say the energy drinks anymore, so Quinn will go down. I mean, he's laughing it off because he knows, man, I got manned up on in this game. He had no support help in that early game, too. But you look at these two supports for Gaimin, they're not the best at rotating to mid early.
Rue, get me a drink from the fridge. Rue comes back with the whole damn fridge.
Been going to the gym with collapse. That Radiance is done, by the way. That is a very good timing for how bad that lane Ace was.
And Ace just can't do much against these heroes. They're too mobile. The Zeus is able to jump away, the charge away from Rue, or charge in this case, is once again spots Tofu on a sentry, trying to blow him up, but okay, he stumbles into Lina, and that's going to be the death of him, traded off 1 for 1. Watson popped his dragon form, so Gaimin Gladiators still kind of want to do something here.
They still win the rune on Spirit, though. That's the big thing. Laurel's been getting all these power runes. That's another factor hurting Quinn's game. You just can't get any on this Lina, and every time you take a skirmish, it's into a power rune Ember. Mage Slayer already done, by the way, so that's more fuel onto the fire of shutting down this Lina mid. You're reducing his spell damage output, which is huge on this hero. Spirit in a really strong position right now. Scary team to give this much breathing room to.
Rue completes that charge. Didn't think it was going to go for it. An Orchid put onto Watson. They decide the Dragon Knight's too tanky. They'll go back for Malady.
LSA landed.
Got him on the smoke screen. So Laurel's not getting out this time around. And they're slowed down heavily by Ace.
Very clutch grab from Quinn. Just landed that LSA raw.
He's back at it again. He's going after Watson underneath the same
Oh,
ward.
it's the same mobs.
And they've got the Thunder God's Wrath. They're going to pump it. Double ults to finish him off. Oh, Watson has got to be tilted from that, man.
He's going to ping the cliff too, but it's not on the cliff. This ward has given them so
are
much.
they going to lose Ace too? He TP's out. Nice stomp, but
Mapochka's there.
Stop by Mapochka.
Dude, I would be super curious what Mapochka's hero damage is.
Oh, the charge in from behind from Rue. Hits both the supports.
I think they're both dead
and
too.
Claims both the kills.
Oh, a little sleep bailout. And Mapochka's out of mana. What?
Oh, he died to the neutral.
I feel like Mapochka has done so much work in this game.
Dire's bottom tower
He's 6-1 and 10. His hero damage must be absurd right now. He got the 2 kills on the Dragon Knight farming. Roamed mid. This support duo is just popping off right now.
Yeah, shout out to them making it work on a pretty atypical support duo. Zeus, Spirit Breaker, not really the most meta of heroes, and
It can
pretty
feel
much any
flat, yeah.
match.
But when it's working, this is what these types of heroes are designed to do. They give you way more with just one small item each and some levels than this rookie ET is going to do.
Yeah. Tofu's trying to scout for Quinn, and they actually get a really good opportunity here. Not only a kill on Rue, but a fresh ward.
Laurel charged in with shield rune. Is that enough?
Laurel might have overestimated his position a little bit there. Shield rune will not protect you against everything the Gaimin Gladiators is bringing as 5.
They're kind of lingering here, but they lost their obs on that play as well, so
yeah.
Hard to just run in there, especially you don't have the BKB done on Radon yet. Okay, so there's the damage dealt. Man, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's a 5. That's a real 5 position. Take the game into your own hands.
The progression of Zeus from core to 4 to 5. Not too many people can make this work. Maposhka has done a great job of it. Collapse, meanwhile, has kind of been chilling for a bit. He has 5-1 and 5. He's got an Orchid and now a Diffusal Blade. So
yeah, he's big.
He's turning into another carry.
Look at this smoke, too. This is a really interesting one. 2-man smoke around the side, but you're at the 20-minute mark, not the 21.
Trying to catch them doing Tormentor?
Yeah, that's kind of the only guess, right? You're either looking for DK on the Ancients, but he's not going to be low. Or you're looking for some Tormentor pick. This is just a weird smoke to me. I'm not sure exactly what they were thinking. Because those two don't kill the DK, even if you run into him.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to know what they were looking for there. Maybe just had the wrong timer, I don't know. It will yield nothing, but of course you are farming the map, and the Breaker does get a charge off here. Can't commit.
Riki's kind of behind them. I'm surprised Gaimin Gladiators isn't just going for it, trying to sandwich these two.
Might be thinking about it.
I feel like old Gaimin Gladiators definitely would go for that play, but new Gaimin Gladiators is a little bit more passive.
They just want the Dragon Knight BKB. The issue is, Radon beat you there. This Bloodseeker is ahead of your Dragon Knight right now. Generally not a good sign for the DK.
Yeah, because there goes that combo you were talking about, right? Of the minus armor synergy of Bristleback and Elder Titan. BKB ignores all that.
So Radon's going to be a beast in that next fight. You're looking for that Linken's on Ace. Almost done here.
The other option is getting the initiation.
Yeah, but what is that?
Yeah, their initiation is ass.
That's one way to put it.
They have no blink stunning hero. Watson's going to go for a blink dagger as his 4th item, but not there yet.
You got the Ricky shard. That's
a little bit more minus
something.
Armor.
Add to the armor synergy.
TP going to be canceled. Is that all the damage? No, they're actually committing. Okay, no, they're not. They saw one TP and said, no.
That's a good TP to get, though, the DK.
Yeah.
Rue's still going to...
It would be great if they could get Rue. Rue is trying to dodge the fight enough that he can get another charge off, but...
Did he actually not have a charge target? He had one on mid.
Yeah, it got canceled. Maybe the creep died or something.
Like instant. Still some space created, though Quinn happy to clean up anything he can in this game. Start he had. Is starting to recover a bit. I mean, this hero will always farm.
He's got his Ags. If he gets to BKB, he does become very tanky. Certainly not going to be the...
Tofu. I think he body blocked Makoshka there for a second.
Oh, is that what happened?
And he read it. He's going to lose the obs eventually, too, as well.
Good escape from Malady, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that split-second body block. Makoshka says, thank you very much. I'll take the kill and the ward.
Yeah, that is a lot of golden experience whenever you get one of those 2-for-1.
He has an Aether Lens. He's so big.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of gap close in this game in line. I don't think you can really afford to try and focus Zeus in the fight, right? With what? You have to just kind of fight as a forward unit with your front line going in towards Spirit's front line.
Yeah.
This Zeus should have a free-for-all.
Your only hope is like Quinn is able to do one of those fly around.
Yeah, but that's...
Get behind, that's...
He needs more items for that.
Yeah.
Do have the Lincolns on the Bristle, and you have BKB on the DK, and... Well, that's about it. So, if you're looking to fight good as it gets for a while.
The advantage for Gaimin Gladiators here is they do have the tier 1 offlane tower. The disadvantage is it's already a 4 versus 5. Malady.
Yeah, this fight's over. Just
now
a
it's
question
us
of
on
what you lose.
Tofu. Ace, he's going to die as well. Man, they were pretty heavily committed to fighting for that Roshan with 3 heroes.
I don't even know if they wanted to fight there. I think they were just kind of looking for something casually. But yeah, the issue in this game is Laurel with BKB, he can just run into their entire team. And as long as you don't get randomly DK stunned or Lina stunned, you're invincible.
Which is a possibility because the Blink Dagger's up on Watson.
Sure. But he can pop that BKB early, just run into a support, solo kill them.
Yeah.
What is Gaimin's response? There is none.
Even better if you've got some information, such as Rue getting a charge on somebody.
Got him.
And once you get the Aghanim Scepter on Radon, he is fully online. The Blood Mist and the Radiance and a BKB, he's just going to barrel in. You get the Thunder God's Wrath to go off early in a fight. You get all the information you need. The Ember Spear dives in, hits a slight. You're talking about a lot of heroes that are going to be missing a quarter, a third of their HP. That's going to be a fast Bloodseeker running into you. You get a reflection on top of that or a charge on through. Radon's going to be running at 700 movement speed at you. They did a good job of putting a lineup around this Bloodseeker of just getting like easy damage.
I would agree, especially when your Zeus is this high level and this far.
That is true.
You already have the 15 talent.
Nice pick off. Collapse dies.
Oh, okay. Need more of that if you're gaming. Again, your cores are still in a fairly good position in this game. You just haven't been able to build a lead, and you haven't been able to really win the team fights. But that can change if you get some big core items here on the DK and the Lina. Especially if you get to that Lina BKB, then you can flip the script a little here.
Gaimin Gladiators still on the hunt. They smoke up. Oh, they got a sentry. It's on the edge. Nice charge. It actually hits Tofu. Now the BKB goes off. The Earth Splitter's coming in. Laurel has to dip out.
Radon, 1v4.
And he's going to try. Thinking about the Rupture on Watson.
And that goo ball. Shadow Blade for the Breaker is a big item in this game too. Really amps up the threat around the map. It's going to make Gaimin clump a lot more than maybe they want to. But they're getting to their items. This game has not just been closed out completely. BKB for Lina will arrive. You got the Glimmer Lincolns on the Bristle. So you can absolutely win a fight here. Probably waiting out this Aegis, but then you're good to go.
So Avery, the off-lane TB came into the meta with the pipe first build, right? You have tons of armor, then you get a pipe. You're actually pretty hard to bring down. No pipe this game is just the Lina, because that is their only source of magic damage. Is that not enough of a threat to go a pipe?
Probably. I mean, this is not really a pipe game. Glimmer game, sure.
Okay.
Glimmer, the guy the Lina goes on.
Sure.
Pipe, pretty hard to justify here versus this lineup. Could be Collapse has just been going to the gym. He says, yo, Yatoro. Watch me carry this game, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
You think you're good? No.
The gamer puts on a little bit of muscle. The ego comes with it, man. I've seen it time and time again. Nice pickoff on Tofu.
Too.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker killing the Riki.
I mean, if Spirit win this game, the MVP is this support duo right here.
Yeah.
Absolutely decimated Gaimin's map control.
And soon he's going to have an Aghanim Scepter, so that charge becomes all the more deadly at any point. Might be Shadow Blade charged. Hit by a combo. You got the Nimbus. You got the Thunder God's Wrath.
Quinn just running
Get
in
the
here.
BKB out of him. Okay, got the BKB out of him. You
Lincolns.
also got him just trying to man up and go for the kill. Not quite good enough. That's going to be the first life over Radon. Laurel tries to finish the job on Quinn. Oh, the Thunder God's Wrath will finally enter into the field and finish off Quinn. Radon running around at max movement speed at this point because a lot of these heroes are getting low. He's got to keep his distance for the Dragon Knight. Go for Ace. Ace, he's almost dying. Oh, nice Thunder usage. Radon back into the field now. It's just Watson left alone. A BKB TP out. Nice quick kill onto the Rue Spirit Breaker before he leaves.
Brew had such a good angle in that fight, though. That charged through 3 of them at the end. And again, the damage is just the Zeus piling it on top of the other 2 cores, whereas for Gaimin, it's only this DK who can deliver. I mean, Quinn stood there, but the biggest play in that fight was they tried to throw the Lincolns on the Lina for the rupture, and it was just a second too late.
Oh.
And that just forced Quinn to have to sit there for so long that Aegis wears you out. If there's no Aegis there, that's not that bad of a fight for Gaimin, honestly, but tough fight going into Radon twice.
You did see the difference in direct damage, right? Like, this Dragon Knight is a threat to the Bloodseeker. If he can hit him, Radon playing a game of just moving around the Dragon Knight, going for everybody else on the field. Do you ever get to a situation where Watson is able to freely hit the Bloodseeker, then Gaimin Gladiators can win the fight.
For sure.
But hard-pressed to make that happen. Again, not the greatest initiation on their side.
If they can start with a stomp, honestly, it's not that bad, because then you threaten all of the chain stun potential, and you can just BKB during the stun and kill somebody. It's not the worst way to take a fight. You maybe have to consider Sunder or Charge Through, but that's it. The thing is, Spirit are going to have 4 cores in this game. This Zeus is almost level 20 with an Ags. Like, what in God's name is going on? He's 10-1 in 16. 3rd highest level in the game.
He's big. He's bad. Oh, up on the cliff. Knock back down. Malady tries to get a stomp off, but no. You're not getting outside of your base, really, if you're Gaimin Gladiators. They are protecting their wards, especially with the Spirit Breaker. And you can't outmaneuver this squad.
You also have all these Terrorblade illusions and Ember Spirit pushing your waves in. So you have to fight against those to get it out. Every time you show you're worried about the Breaker charge and the Zeus global damage. And that just means you can never really get started on your plan if you're Gaimin, which is look for the Lina pickoffs. We're also going to have double Shivas on the side of Spirit. There's one completed on the Bloodseeker, another being built by the Ember. I don't know how much I like that, but it is a good Shiva scheme.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for both those heroes. Neither one of them really wants AC, so fair enough. Some world where I guess Radon could go AC and build Basher and go more of a right-click build. But
that's what I was thinking. I mean, it's a great AC game.
Yule's into Stomp. Quinn is going to commit. LSA put the charge through, stops the combo. They followed up with a Dragon Tail and Earth Splitter on top of all that. They need more damage. They need the Laguna play. They got a crit. That is enough. Quinn on the run with no Bloodseeker to worry about. Gaimin Gladiators can now push forward.
Is there any way for Spirit to turn this? They're just going to bail entirely.
Charge through, right through, trying to create the space for Collapse, but a stomp catches him. They put Collapse down. Gaimin Gladiators finally find their opening. You said one of the best ways for them to be able to find an opening is to hit a stomp, commit your BKB, and just all in on that hero. They found the perfect target. Malady hits Radon.
That was exactly what you're looking for. Just casual stomp on a core. And then you BKB man up. You can all in him. He needs a Force Staff there. He needs a Glimmer. He needs something. It wasn't available. No Thunder bailout. Easy team fight for Gaimin. I don't know if it should have been that easy, but they will take that 100% of the time. Yeah. And the thing is, you kind of saw Gaimin were tentative there a little bit too. They're like, should I BKB and all in this guy? And then at some point, it's, yeah, do it.
I mean, a big part of it is that Watson found the angle. He got around the charge.
Yeah, that was huge.
Hates the Dragon Tail stun, and that allows them to just, okay, go for it.
He had a very good angle there. And that was all on a Radiant Ward in that lane. So in theory, Spirit should have had some vision to play around. Just jumped the gun a little bit. And now this DK with Daedalus pushing towards that level 25. He is forced to be reckoned with. You got to respect the ranged DPS coming out from this lineup.
Yeah, you get to this level 25, you get Satanic. You are a raid boss.
He is tanky.
You add in the minus armor that you talked about earlier, right? If Elder Titan can get in there with his aura, more likely the Bristleback with his viscous nasal goo.
This position doesn't look that bad anymore.
It really doesn't.
If you can just stand your ground and make the Bloodseeker go into Dragon Knight Lina, that sounds pretty good.
And one of the best ways to get that is a fight around Roshan.
Spirit need good angles. They need to continue doing what they were doing in this early game, which is, you know, finding the solo hero with the charge plus the global abilities from Zeus, or starting the fights on their terms. Quinn is in base right now, does have a teleport up, but this would be a numbers advantage for Spirit.
Yeah, with the constant push in of the illusions, they have to have a hero to deal with the split push, but the slight change is a perfect opening. The stomp attempted to go up, but denied by Nimbus, and the box in is going to be canceled. So Ace is just going to have to run off the Rupture and hope that Radon can hunt him down.
Gotta think about Roche here. Don't want to overextend and throw the objective.
Yeah.
You take that, you go Roche, you're happy with that exchange.
It is going to flip over to the other side. Can they do it in this 15-second window?
I think they could have if they just beelined for it. Now it's iffy. Yeah, now you have to go top.
Yeah, and Gaimin Gladiators will have the chance to contest now.
They're teeping in with the bristle.
Radiant are scanning.
He wants to get there before Team Spirit, but there's too many of them.
There's a ward here for Spirit as well. They've just had really good vision for these Roche contests.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. He was broken by the neutral creeps, too.
Oh,
high ground ward. That is perfect for Ruse. Spots Quinn. They go for it. Oh, they smoked up. They lost their sight. Now they get it again as smoke breaks, and they see Quinn on the front lines. A perfect target to go for it. They're trying to Lincolns get off the BKB. They protect Quinn. Allow him to reset, but his BKB is now on cooldown.
I cannot believe Gaimin got out of there like that.
Good calls on the Lincoln's usage. Ace really helped back up Quinn, because one Lincoln's was not enough. Another attempt, but Laurel in your face constantly. Tempted to Dragon Tails, denied by the BKB, gets it off and goes for the kill. Tofu is probably going to die here. Yule Scepter goes off, physical damage too much. Wait a minute, he activated his BKB and he couldn't get away. And Watson, he is standing his ground right now. They're kiting him around a bit. They're not sure whether, okay, Laurel's going to buy back and finish this fight. Once the Dragonite is gone, it's open field for Radon to run down as many heroes as he can. It's a triple kill for him.
Very pivotal buyback coming out from Laurel in this Ember Spirit. But ultimately, again, it's Miposhka just... He holds his ult to the end, deals so much finishing damage, and it's Radon cleaning up everybody. If you can't stand and face the Bloodseeker man-to-man, he wins the long fight because you're getting poked down from the Zeus, poked down from the Slights, poked down from the Reflection, from the Terrorblade. Your HP just getting chipped, and Radon powers up. And he all-ins you. At the point where he took that fight versus the DK, carry to carry, Watson's already at 3rd HP.
Yep.
It's just not fair, man.
And now, losing even more heroes, unnecessary. Inside the base, there's no way they can really stop Team Spirit.
There's too many carries in this lineup. You gotta worry about Terrorblade, you gotta worry about Bloodseeker, you gotta worry about Miposhka.
Yeah.
The real carry.
The fact they were all behind the Dragonite made it pretty clean for Miposhka to put out all that damage. He is not being threatened whatsoever by Valina or by the Riki.
There's just nothing threatening in this game. It's a perfect Zeus game. 10-1 and 24. What is that stat line? He's ahead of Laurel in network.
Yeah, he's missed out on 3 kills. It's been a part of
a perfect game from him. No way around it. And not a lot of magic resist on the side of Gaimin. Also something to think about here. They have, like, you know, the one glimmer, but outside of that, these really high HP heroes are super susceptible. I guess they did get a pipe on the Elder Titan. That definitely helps a lot.
Yeah, very much needed.
I don't know. I'm just sitting here in these fights as Watson. Like, you get hit by these live wires, these ults with 4,000 HP. It hurts. Pipe or no pipe.
Even more magic damage. Dagon 4 complete for Radon.
All right, Watson does hit that 25. We get a Mind Breaker. That's decent. I mean, you also have to remember that fight was a very close BKB on Laurel versus that DK stun.
Yeah.
And if that DK stun lands, you're maybe looking at a very different exchange entirely.
I'd say second time they've put that ward on the ribcage of the big giant.
Yeah, they like that ward. People are going to start to learn to look for that one.
Yeah.
He's just poking out there. Radiant advantage. Where's that ward on the Radiant side? Where's the equivalent, Austin?
I don't think
maybe that accounts for the win rate difference.
I don't think the ribcage really makes that big of a difference.
I think it does. It hasn't been dewarded once.
Okay.
Pretty sure
Quinn.
a lot of these Lincoln Spheres, by the way, are just not getting charged on the map,
Yes.
which is nice, but
I mean, they got a lot of single target to worry about. If they got these, if they were ahead and got these Lincolns early, dealing with the charge, stopping a rupture or a sunder,
yeah, it would feel better.
it would have been really nice, but they were so far behind.
It's still good here. It's just you really need damage and sustain at this point. Satanic is done for Watson. I mean, he's peaking right now.
He is peaking. His team, maybe not so much. I mean, Quinn is getting up there in the network charts. Rest of his team, not so much. Spotted by Nimbus, spotted by a ward.
The same ward, man.
It has been Gaimin Gladiators' biggest folly, playing this area of the map and getting caught by the same ward 3 times in a row. A dive in after Quinn. Laurel wants him. He's not going to have him. He'll turn back for Ace instead. Ruptured up. More ruptures to come. A charge on through that hits Watson as well. Watson is just struggling to be able to do damage between the constant Spirit Breaker interrupts. They go for Radon maybe, but an Ethereal Blade from across the screen. Maposhka bails out his carry. And that's still an Aegis. In order to get that one, they have to commit on through. Rue gets another charge onto 2 of them. A second life on Radon. No BKB on this one.
Yeah,
but no stun either.
I don't really know if you have enough to turn. You might not have enough to chase, though, if you're gaming. Double buyback committed. You didn't get anything for it.
Yeah, and Dragon Form is now on cooldown.
These wards have absolutely destroyed them every fight. It feels like every fight has just been taken on a Radiant Obs. And it's given so much time to either find the charge, throw down the lightning bolt, or for Laurel to get his BKB off at the right point. And that's just made all the difference.
Oh, look at where they're smoked to.
Oh, this is a
Quinn.
great smoke.
Tofu's going to be the one to break the smoke. Quinn's still stuck in the corner here. TP's out. Barely makes it out alive.
That might have just been game.
Yeah.
Got caught there.
Yeah.
Gonna need some real nice base defense to turn this game around if you're gaming. The thing is, you have 6 minutes without Bristleback or ET buyback. Those are incredibly important heroes to that high ground defense. And Spirit know it, so they could just all in you. Maybe use an aggressive buyback on Ember in 2 minutes when it's up. Use a buyback on the Spirit Break who can get back there quickly. They have lives they can throw in a base attack to just try and close this game out.
For sure.
They still have that ward as well by this bottom gate. Up in Dire Base. Yeah, it's getting pinged. I mean, this is a really nice ward to just siege under, right? You're going to maybe see someone in that tree line just charge them in.
They've got the same ward on the other side. So there's no ratting for Gaimin Gladiators when it comes to playing the sides, hard sides of the map to find extra farm.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Exactly.
To Inferno.
Busting out all the cheeky ward spots, man. Maybe they know the patch is coming. Like, I may as well use it.
I don't.
The whole map's going to change anyway in like 3 hours, so.
You're really hyping up this ribcage ward, man.
Yo, this ward didn't work, dude.
I mean, it did. I just, I don't think it's some secret tech.
Well, what would you call it then?
4 ruptures in the next team fight. That's what I would call it. He's got the 2 charges and a refresher now.
What good are ruptures if you can't see the enemy? But with the right ward, Austin.
Well, that's what Zeus is for. Thunder God's Wrath will reveal.
Look, the ward. It just gave him the charge. I told you, Austin.
Give him the hop. Tofu hit by the chain, stuck here underneath the Nimbus for a while, and he's dead.
And why is he dead, Austin?
Is it because of a ward?
It's because of the ward. The goddamn vision.
Time to start stacking up the goo. It's the only way you can create some sort of high ground hold.
I mean, nobody wants to hit this, though.
Nice stomp. They commit. They commit. Okay, that is a whiff on the Ember Spirit. They do not get that one whatsoever, and Watson is now ruptured up. Radon is going to take this fight to him, and he will win it. It looks like, wait. Never mind, we're good. He kills them, gets the heal off. And Gaimin Gladiators finally fall to Spirit in game 1.
Just a masterclass in the vision game. It's rare you see a game at this high level where I feel like it's so a single type of mechanic.
Be able to make it to the second round.
Very important game for them. Less important for Spirit, more important for Gaimin. I think they are already guaranteed tiebreakers potentially at this point. But you are right. Spirit has just been the bane of this team for years. Might be for years more. Might be for the rest of their lives. Quinn could be 80 years old, still rambling about that damn Yatoro.
Yeah,
what
currently
could have been.
Gaimin Gladiators is 5-6. They win this, they go 6-6 and tie back up with Liquid and Yakult Brothers. 3 teams tied for 4th place. Spirit already secured. They're fine.
Oh yeah,
they locked it in before the series even began. So they obviously aren't going to let up on these guys. Just going to keep beating them down, apparently.
And honestly,
their spirit is broken.
I like their draft again this game too.
Why?
It's just so much AoE team fight versus an IO lineup. I just don't see Gaimin ever winning 5-on-5s unless this IO Marcy are just slaughtering.
I thought it was going to be just because you hate IO Marcy.
I also hate IO Marcy, but I'm putting my bias aside, Austin.
Okay.
Something you need to learn to do as a professional caster, is you are obviously biased in a lot of these games.
Okay.
You need to take that bias
For who?
and put it aside to me. And I will take
Give
that
it to
bias.
you, so you take that
And I
bias
will
and do
be
what
biased.
with it?
I will put it aside. Back to you.
Okay, thank you. I'll take that bias. Well, I feel like I'm biased against Gaimin Gladiators here because I also don't like the IO Marcy. We saw it. Was it at Blast? Was it here?
We saw it at Blast once.
Dude, did Gladiators train in the finals? Was it them who
game
did?
one.
Oh, yeah, that didn't go well.
It was also
Another 3-0.
yeah.
has been
I mean, this duo can be really powerful. Like I'm not denying that aspect of it. I just don't see you ever getting there in the top tier games. You know, it just feels like you have to really run the lane over, get out to a lead, really play well in the team fights, position well, get to a timely BKB on the Marcy at the right point in the game and make that work. I'm not denying the strength of it. I just doubt the efficacy of getting there, and I think more often than not, it falls flat. Doesn't make it a bad strategy. It just means you have to up the level of execution. The bar gets raised. You have to meet that bar. You have to jump over the bar, trip on the bar behind it, get up, and hop the next bar.
Well, I think at this point, Gaimin Gladiators could use a pole vault to get over the bar because I mean, game 1 they were playing limbo.
Come on, man.
They were going under the bar.
That's unfair. That was just mean. That was very biased.
Okay, fine. Let's focus on the highlights here. What are the silver linings? What do you like about Gaimin Gladiators? Because it's not this on screen. What do you like about their lineup? What do you like about their lineup?
They got Pango. I mean, this team does win with Pango.
Ace Pango?
No, that's unlucky. What can you do? You know, sometimes it gets away from you a little bit. I think the lanes can be successful for them here, and that's usually a good recipe for success for Gaimin.
Okay.
And they have some straightforward initiation and disable, which I think was a big problem last game.
Okay.
Right? They had trouble starting fights. We were talking last game, the easiest way to start a fight was a casual stomp and just commit. This game, they have the Batrider, makes initiation super simple. You just blink in, lasso somebody, no save on the side of Spirit. What happens when you lasso drag Radon into coil snap, into Pango roll, into the IO Marcy?
Yeah.
I can see straightforward ways, conceptually, for them to win team fights, even if the 5-on-5 looks difficult from just a spell standpoint.
Yeah. And that initiation and those disables make Marcy's game a whole lot easier, right? Marcy does not want to be kited. She can blow up heroes as long as she can actually hit them. So if heroes are stunned, it makes it a whole lot easier to get that damage out.
I also think that's the third courier snipe, maybe? Either way, a lot of extra net worth going into the side of Gaimin. I think Radon lost his courier twice already.
He did indeed, yeah.
And Rue lost his, so 3 courier snipes very early on. 2 for Radon. This man apparently just does not care about his chicken.
Well, to be fair, he doesn't really need it because he's not really taking too much damage from this lane. He's also giving a lot of farm over to Ace. What a flame break!
That didn't do anything, but that was amazing.
It was good looking. It looked good. Confidence booster.
And what is happening up here? The wave pull of a century.
Yeah, Ru has been on this lane pulling shenanigans. They do not think they can fight the Marcy, and I think they would be right about that. Marcy is so strong when you get to this level right here, when you have one in all three of your abilities.
So Collapse gets the CS, but they feed the kill, and they do lose. Well, they denied half the wave, so kind of an even trade, to be honest. I think Watson's still happy with that, and like you said, they are forcing a very tough matchup for two melee heroes to deal with.
Yeah. Swing and miss there from Watson.
Do not want to feed too many more kills to this Marcy, though. You can give one or two, but not too many more. And they're just going to send Ru bottom. Look for the cheeky kill here off the TP.
Yeah, but the lane is pushed in. They already pulled it back onto the hard camp. As long as Ace doesn't overextend himself right here, then should be kind of fine.
It's hard to gank these safe lane shove
Okay, maybe
lanes.
they can get Tofu. Tofu gets in almost melee range of the gyrocopter. They take advantage of that, get some damage on him, and will be able to collect the kill. Ace will still be able to maybe stick around for the creep wave. They're going to push against him. They're going to try and get him out.
This feels bad for the Pango, but his lane was doing fine, so not the end-all be-all. 3-on-2. What he's supposed to do.
Dude,
the chase continues.
These guys just refuse to give Collapse the freebie here. Watson helped by Tofu, a bit of aid with the flame break. They'll catch up to him. I guess
it does.
Forget about your own creep wave, man. Just
that's mega worth it. They well make up for the XP and the net worth differential. Extra experience for Tofu going to be nice as well. I think the Bat is the one hero you want to succeed in this game if I'm Gaimin. I think if Bat Rider is a good game, it can bring the rest of the lineup together.
But why? Because the lasso initiation for relocate?
I mean, he's a great reload setup. He's great in the team fight. He's your big initiator. Then you don't have to rely on Puck or Pango to be the starter.
Another nice flame break from Tofu. Bumped it into tower range. Now the coil is going to be used on the Monkey Gang with the teleports coming in. He's going to be in some trouble here. Ace is not level 6. So maybe Rolling Thunder lacking means that Ace will not be able to punish, but...
Yeah, it felt like a very reactionary TP here as Maposhi is going to body block him. That's annoying. What's your deal, man? Yo, chill.
Ace gets around him finally.
Ace knows what's going on.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, this time the bait is in the top lane, though. Watson gives space to Malady to get the tether away, and a flame break creates a bit more of a gap.
Super nice tether. Escape the clutches of the bounty stun. And that's a lot of attention, a lot of TPs. 3 cores in this top lane. Are you even going to get anything?
Are they going to have another tether to get away? Yeah. That Shuriken won't finish him off.
Bring 3 cores before the 7-minute mark and you get nothing out of it. Gaimin making some moves.
They really want that experience. Same thing, right? The experience on your 4 position goes a long way for both teams.
100%.
Faster you get this track going, Team Spirit, with all the team fight potential that they have, could rack up a very large net worth lead very early.
I mean, you're also looking at Grimoire charges if you really get the early fighting going. Right now, Miposhka's only sitting on 2, so I think this Radiant support duo would really like to get some kills here in the next 3 to 4 minutes.
Get the grab on him before he can go through the gate. Radon tries again. Flame break, trying to push him away. The channel still goes through. He is able to get out. Close call, though.
Do you like this gyro set, by the way?
The Bumblebee set?
Yeah. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying you personally have a taste for it.
I do, because it makes me think of the flight of the Bumblebee.
I regret asking this question. Let's move on.
What the hell? That was unnecessary. That's a great song.
Dire's middle tower.
Let's just move on, Austin. It's not the time for random nonsense. Ru will go down. Gaimin's starting to heat up. Back onto Collapse. While the fight's happening bottom.
Both offlaners under assault. Collapse gets off the epicenter to kill Malady, though. While Ace gets off the Rolling Thunder, but he can't kill him.
He got bounced here. And
is he dead? Okay.
Word.
19. Oh,
yeah, he's
fine. He's fine.
Unless he doesn't use it.
That's true. We could just die.
I mean,
could
seen
decide
stuff.
he doesn't want to live anymore. Where's Tofu up to? This is, oh, okay, a smoke that is led into a two-man coil.
Super nice gank.
Yeah, this was really nice.
For your impertinence.
See what else happens here, but they got what they came for sure. More experience to the Bat Rider, nice little gyro pickup.
Okay, Laurel's still gonna get something out of this. Tofu.
What's the opposite of regicide?
Maybe chases for too long, or maybe he wouldn't have escaped ever. Monkey King was on his way after all.
Another Grimoire charge. Little something, but
That's true. Is he enough to get level 6?
no. Needs more fighting. That's what I was saying. These early kills for the support duo on Spirit mean a lot. I don't know. This is a weird early game. I'm not even sure who's happier. I think Gaimin got a decent amount out of this Isle Marcy.
Radiant's
At the
middle
same
tower
time, I think Collapse did pretty well in that lane at the same time.
Yeah.
Like recovery-wise and getting that kill into the tower. The Monkey is doing great. Gaimin made some good moves on the gyro. The Bat's been involved in a decent amount. Not in that bad of a position. There's been trade-offs all over the place. Gotta look at this 10-minute power rune. That could be really nice here for the puck. Everybody converging for it.
Yeah. Tofu. Flame break. Creates a bit of a gap, but they're still going to chase after him. Tether. Extra movement speed. Oh, the ultimate is lined up. It's going to hit him twice, but the heals. Too much. Malady keeps him alive.
That was a very interesting committal.
It was a heavy commitment, and they have the shield rune on
look at this
Puck,
stack.
so it feels like they should
Go to
want
left.
to fight on Gaimin Gladiators.
Look at the stack, man. Oh!
Satyrs and golems. It feels good.
It's all the small creeps on that camp.
Yeah.
For a flat gyro.
No centaurs whatsoever.
And Collapse finishes up some Ancients of his own
just
right.
before the smoke gank.
Perfect timing. Maybe you can swing this mid onto the Monkey.
Yeah, Laurel's going to immediately get coiled. As soon as he shows, it's a coil into that smoke gank finally showing up
There's a golem.
and getting a fight here. The golem is going to be popped on all these heroes. Wukong's command goes off. They have to finish off Laurel now before the damage overwhelms them with the fatal bonds. Malady might actually die as the damage on Watson is ticking, ticking, ticking. It kills Watson. It doesn't finish off Malady. He's got to kill the imp. Okay.
He's good. He's good.
He's good. Tofu still on the run. Team Spirit bringing, again, lots of heroes into the mid lane.
Yeah, Leposhka ready for that gank. They got Wukong off before he got disposed. That would have been a very different fight.
Oh, yeah. Tofu, no shortcuts. Oh, wow. He's going to be found.
Spirit are just playing so fast today. Even in these little exchanges they lose, they still make the next play, find some little opening, rebalance the game. It's been very difficult for Gaimin to build a lead at all, despite making the aggressive moves and being pretty decisive about it. Maybe one concern here, if you're watching this Gaimin lineup, is the amount of experience you're getting on this Isle Marcy, because it's getting split a lot. And the Marcy's falling behind a little bit in terms of XP compared to all the other cores in this game.
Ace looks to be in trouble. He tries to swashbuckle down to low ground. He has a shield crash,
So
actually.
reload.
That was really nicely dodged. And Gaimin Gladiators get on the offensive. He could still shield crash back in to slow down Radon. Laurel's up here on the high ground, but he can't do anything. He doesn't have Wukong's command. Only a boundless strike. That's certainly not going to do enough. They're going to leave Ace alone, though. And now, Laurel tries to strike. Boundless strike hits him. Rue follows it up with the chain stun. The Rolling Thunder trying to go
Double
off
stun.
over and over again, but the stuns just keep on hitting.
Super well played by Rue.
Adjust goes off, collapse, blown up. Do not trifle with a Marcy. She's got the armlet. She's got the unleash going. She does some damage, man. She's
Double
running
high
at
ground
Moposhka. Sorry. There is nowhere to run.
Dude, this is an incredibly fast-paced game.
16
Everybody's just
kills,
fighting.
13
Like,
minutes.
why is
and people
Radon
are
even
just
here?
non-stop running around. Managed to take him off the trees. Quinn?
They're still
he wasn't
bonds.
able to jump to his orb. What? The stun just perfectly overlaid right as the orb expires.
No
he gets
way.
hit by the bounty hunter stun and isn't able to jaunt to it.
That is an incredibly sad Puck death summary. He got shadow walked once.
Yep.
And that's his death as a Puck.
No
other stun.
For 0.8 seconds.
Rue got him, man. What can you say?
Yeah, he did.
Again, though, like, I'm looking at these connections. You know, like, why is Radon there, right? Like, that quickly. Everybody just wants to fight in this game. That's it. Like, the gloves are off.
I mean, understandably so for Spirit, they have Bounty Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
You get more gold off of these team fights than you can getting hitting creeps.
There is just no pause, no quarter in this game. And IO Marcy also love this kind of pace.
Sure.
Early armlet Marcy, you're the strongest hero on the map. The more times you can kill people, the better off you're going to be. 6-1 start for Watson here.
And the faster you, like, if you get these kills early, the faster you get to BKB, and then you remain untouchable for a long period of game.
He's on a really good pace for this BKB. This is exactly where you want to be. You don't want to be struggling to get to this item. You want to be ahead of enemy cores getting this item.
Right.
That's where he is right now. The blink does come out for collapse.
Once we get to like 10, 15 minutes now, you start getting Force Staffs, Glimmer Capes, Yule Scepters. Then the Marcy starts feeling pretty bad, right?
100%. I mean, this hero can get kited in any of the mid-late game fights. But the burst damage is insane with this duo. And this will be an aggressive smoke from Spirit, trying to get this Blink Sand King to work. They would love to find the supports or the IO duo, honestly, with the amount of AoE they have. They have Golem to back this play up. Do they see Tofu?
Yeah,
no
Tofu's been...
Dude, his death total in this series is insane.
Yeah, it's not been the most fun series for him. That's for sure.
Rue gonna maybe scout this duo. They get pinged, but see if Spirit make a move for this duo. I mean, anytime you can gank the IO pair, you're pretty happy about doing that.
It's like fighting into the Dawnbreaker, right?
Yeah, 100%.
It's like those heroes want to be relocating into a fight,
and
not being the one being jumped on.
Again, the ward is setting this play up. If Gaimin overstep here, again, it's the Batman.
Oh, do they get Malady too? Boundless Strike into Burrow? No, he gets a tether out. Laurel tried to chase, but he's too far gone.
These are all track kills, though.
Yeah.
And again, I felt like
they're still going after him. They're going past the tower because of the ward, because of the track. They do not respect this. Laurel can show up at any time, man.
Same spot, man.
Oh, come on.
Dude, this spot for Gaimin has been the bane of them in this series.
It's cursed ground, man.
Wasn't even the ribcage ward this time.
It wasn't. I'm glad I coined that.
Yeah, really nice coinage there, Austin. Really branding yourself well.
Thank you.
You're such a... Whatever, man. Yule's done for the Sand King now. These track kills boosting up these other cores. And you're looking at the vision on the map right now. You got to give Spirit the advantage again. Look at these obs. They're great to fight around, great for the bounty to scout, get the early tracks, make the movement hard for Gaimin. They have to reclaim some territory right now. Spirit playing up. Do not want to give any ground.
No, that sentry is just... it's
just
barely
misses.
outside of the range of a ward.
Yeah, the vision game has been immaculate this series from Spirit. Give credit where it's due.
They're going to use that ward maybe to catch Quinn.
Even the Cobalt scouting things out, man. Quinn's like, dear God.
Got him on the burrow. Bound the strike. Follow up. Kenny Johnson the orb. This time he makes it. Do they chase?
So slow.
No. Laurel.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Deep.
Quinn goes to the jungle. A Cobalt comes out. Oh, it's a nice little Cobalt. No, it is death. Run.
The kobold is the harbinger of death.
I mean, you're just trying to get the BKB on this Marcy. Like, that is... Faster you get that, the happier you're going to be. Ace is also having a pretty good game. Mage, Slayer, Echo Saber, all done on this Pango flying out now.
Yeah, Watson was cruising to that item, and it got
slowed. I mean, it was
really
that death
down
on the Ancients, and then he lost Ancient control.
Radiant are scanning.
Hey, I got a question for you.
All right.
Gunnar said something interesting.
I don't like this question.
I want to see if you agree or disagree.
Okay.
Okay, slow farming carry. Wait, watch Ace die real quick.
Is he
Shield
dead?
crash. Oh, Yule Scepter to get rid of the shield. Now it's just crash for Ace. Okay, you have a slow farming core and a fast farming core.
Attack.
They both die in a fight. Who is it better for? Is it better because you've taken the fast farming core out of the equation? He doesn't get the time to farm. Watson's going to go for a fight despite the fact they've already lost their Pengo, the big team fighter, and they've got the golem to slow him down. He is being kited around. This is the nightmare for Watson's
BKB.
Marcy. No BKB.
He's 200 off.
What? He went in without a BKB?
Why take the fight?
I thought surely if he's going in 4 versus 5, it meant he completed his BKB.
He's 200 off. Like, it's one camp.
Brother.
I mean, this is why I talk about the Isle Marcy. I just don't see it win, because if you mess up one little thing, suddenly the game just feels so bad. And it all starts with the supports getting gone on first.
Yeah, he just gets Yuled immediately.
And the second you're in this type
tons
of
stuns.
heads up 5-on-5, you're not going to win at this game, because they have Sandstorm, Epicenter, Bonds, Golem, Tracks, Upheaval if you really want to skill it, Wukong Command, Gyro spells. What do you have? You have Tether.
Well, you don't have Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, because Ace
That's
was
for
dead.
sure.
So it's an even worse fight. You're missing your biggest team fighter and arguably the core that was having the best game from his position. So
Yeah, he's now behind Quinn, which is behind all 3 cores.
really got to question that
Team spirit.
decision.
Yeah, that's...
They're going to scout another OBS, but can you do anything about this one? Gaimin lingering around here and lingering too long. Another track kill.
Yeah, these little kills, they're not little when it's trackled on top of it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're going to steal Tormentor too. Nothing you can do about this one. And this is, you know, part of that Isle Marcy is being able to take objectives like this, kind of like an Ursa.
Right, yeah, the duo just takes the Tormentor while the other 3 are out in the map. Very efficient.
This is
but
mega value.
Radiant's
Now you've got a friendly shadow.
Not a bad shard to get in a game like this, honestly.
Structures are fortified.
Any extra stuns you can get is pretty good. Bounty's having a really good game. He'll get double Wisdom Rune on top of it, so everything coming up Spirit here. But you have your Marcy BKB. He is behind in experience. He's only level 10. But if you win a fight, you're going to make that all up.
14.
Okay, blink
what
that.
an ultimate from the Gyrocopter, but he still got grabbed by Tofu's lasso.
Dire's bottom
He hit 3 heroes with that call down,
radiant structures
but
are
he didn't hit the one hero he needed to hit, which was Tofu. Blinking ahead, getting the initiation finally. An opening for Gaimin Gladiators that can turn into objectives.
middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I felt like he knew that gank was coming. He was trying to get the lane out just a little too slow. Gaimin, finally, with a well-timed play. They got the blink on the bat, the BKB on the Marcy. They make the exact type of play you want to in this game, which is lasso a core, drag him into Watson. Everything lines up there. Spirit unready for that move. Get punished a bit. Didn't even have to use the BKB. That's huge. Anytime you can save these durations for Marcy,
Nothing will stand in my way.
means a lot.
Yeah.
So that's big. Buys Gaimin a lot of time right now. Some extra experience going into the Isle Marcy pair, which they need to recover at some point. Rue gonna look for Quinn down here. Does have an Orchid. Puck has a Yule, so. Oh, look who they found instead, Austin.
I was about to say, the Observer knows what's up. You just follow Tofu.
He's so
As
frustrated.
he
dude.
moves around the map, he will die.
He is just... He has been the recipient of all this great vision between Rue and the Observers the whole series.
Yeah.
He has been the one paying the price.
I don't think he likes what he's receiving.
No. He
He's
does
just
not.
an ass whooping.
That is one way to put it.
They're finally going to be playing around a ward. They're saying, please, Spirit, walk into our vision for once.
But they just get tracked instantly.
Yeah.
You're sitting on an Ob Sentry and you're getting tracked. You're just thinking, man, walk in a little bit farther, you know?
And Rue might just oblige
he
to
does.
finally get the kill on him. I mean, at this point in time, Rue has done so much damage to them. Oh,
he didn't get the lasso.
He tried to get more. Doesn't hit the lasso fast enough.
I mean, his defense, you're probably not expecting them to all just be sitting there like that.
Yeah.
But an 8th death for the Bat Rider. His 25th death in this series.
Oh my god.
Oh. Is that like a record? That's got to be close.
In 2 games?
In 2 games? 20? If he gets to 30 deaths in 2 games, that might be close. I'm not even saying it's all on him, but I'm just saying numbers-wise, that's got to be up there, man.
And Tofu's going to start sweating.
Some,
I've seen other Gaimin Gladiators posting not too long.
somewhere out there, Melk is rubbing his hands right now. Yes.
Dire are scanning.
Yes. They all forgot about me.
I mean, Milk won that game. I'm not sure Gaimin Gladiators, the position that they're in right now.
I know, it's a different award.
Doesn't look too good for you. Do you think that late game Marcy can take
Dire's top
Gyrocopter?
tower is under
I think late
attack.
game Marcy can take anything.
Okay.
That's part of this, especially IO Marcy. It's just, you have to be in the position to do it.
Oh, almost got him.
Dire's middle
Ace.
tower is under attack.
He's still going to be stunned.
team
And
is
Orchid,
here.
where's the team? They're finally going to jump in, go for collapse here, activate the ult. Now, the ult's going to buy him a little bit of time, and that's just going to be maybe a wasted ult. When Laurel goes in, Boundless Strike, he gets grabbed. A Warlock Golem, but alas,
The
who's going to
Wukong.
be able to stop the Wukong's command? Watson blows him up, and now he turns to the Gyrocopter. Can he win this fight? He hops back in, gets the stun, and Team
What,
Spirit,
Don?
they didn't have to take that fight.
Where'd you go?
They could have walked away. They saw the Marcy pop the ultimate. They had no respect for what Gaimin Gladiators had put together, and now they're going to pay the price for it. A team fight lost, and maybe even a Roshan giving up. Maposhka, friendly shadow into the side of the map. Okay, another century.
Aha, you've been bonds to the small camp.
Get him, Golem.
What a team fight from Gaimin. They reload the Pango out too. I think they even might have been able to leave him there because the damage was not too fast. And then you would have had the tether for the Marcy. It would have been even smoother.
Yeah.
But even with that, this is a great fight.
Dire's middle tower
It all comes down to chain stunning this monkey. He never gets the Wukong off. Didn't pop BKB on that stunning.
Yeah.
Kind of a big misplay from Laurel. You still get lassoed, but you are going to live a lot longer there, I think. And Watson gets the job done in this fight, man. He dealt a lot of damage. Evaporated Radon.
Yep.
This Gyro does not fight Marcy almost at any point in this game if it's just a one-on-one and you're on top of him.
It also seemed like they were on 2 separate pages, right? Collapse, Yules, Burrow strikes out. I think he's thinking in his head, Marcy used ult.
Yeah, kite him
No
out.
reason to fight. And Laurel sees this amazing opportunity to hit multiple heroes. Problem is, didn't use his BKB. That's an illusion. Yeah, that is an illusion. Sorry.
And now you have full nullifier on the Marcy. That's a big item as well.
Oh, Quinn's got to be careful using the orb forward like that. Bounty Hunter with an Orchid. Looking to catch him out, looking to get anything at this point in time. They are fighting for control of the Roshan pit.
I mean, you got to remember these reloads. We haven't seen a lot of aggressive ones, but if you do manage to get a good Rolling Thunder at a choke point or something, you can reload the duo in and just, you know, effectively pre-BKB on Watson right when you land, and you're good to go. It is an option available to Gaimin. If they want to contest things like this Roshan, they're too slow here, though.
They are. Maybe they'll get Rue for it as they...
Breaks it. It doesn't get
It
dusted.
breaks it just out of range.
Twice. Perfect positioning there with that ward.
They set up ward sentries. Looks like they still want to fight.
I mean, they could get
there
baited
is-
in here onto this bounty. You clump on that target and you get multi-stun Golem bonded.
Yeah, the Age is just one more way for them to kite around the Marcy.
This is a really good ward, though, for both teams. Do they see Watson here? I don't think they do.
It's barely out of their vision, but they should have enough. They've seen enough heroes that they know they're around here.
Dire's top tower
They're going to
is
wait
under
to see if
attack.
Gaimin Gladiators pushes into
taking
them,
the hill.
into their ward. Take the hill, take the high ground. Watson, he's going to be
They were
first one
just
to Burrow
jungling.
strike on 2. Perfect initiation for Collapse, and the fight is already over. Take 2 out. Look for a third. Quinn on the run with a haste rune should be fine.
It's the vision again, man. That obs on the hill
Under attack.
barely spotted Watson on that camp, which sets up that instant burrow strike from Collapse.
Radiant's middle tower.
Get Wisdom Rune steals. There's the little silver lining for Gaimin Gladiators.
Top tower has fallen.
Daedalus for the gyro. Damage ramping up here for Radon. If you don't burst him down in the fight, maybe even if you do, these flaks against the bonds are going to do some serious work. You don't have a lot of dispels. No dispel on the 2 supports, for example. The Pango technically doesn't have one, but he is a
Dire's
Pango.
middle tower is under attack.
You have BKB Marcy and Yule's Puck, but if this bonds lands on 3 people during a stun or something and that damage gets split,
Yeah.
that is brutal. Shiva's done for collapse as well, so it's going to be nice versus Marcy Io.
Ace is trying to contribute in the damage. He's about to complete an Aghanim Scepter, but he also took Nemesis Curse. So he really feels like he can't just be control. Quinn hits the backline, spots the Warlock, gets a coil on him. A good kill if they can get it quickly, but they can't get it done, and instead it's Quinn to fall.
He was looking for a quick pick-off on this ward, and once more did not expect the whole team to be there. Gets punished. It's a big death. Minute on the sidelines.
At this point, you just have to assume that Spirit is 5-banning, wherever they go. Unless you see hard proof otherwise. Spirit is staying clumped up. They do not want to let this Io Marcy catch them out of sorts.
Especially with this Aegis timing, they can easily just push a lane and threaten the high ground. Maybe it's tough into this Bat Rider. Laurel's flirting with danger here. High ground ward in the base, by the way. Right below us.
Are you telling me?
It can't keep happening like this, right?
Attack.
Every fight in this series has just been Spirit with an obs that gives them the easiest jump of their life. This is not getting dewarded, is it? Okay.
All right, we got it. We got it.
At least we got that under control.
That's just a word that should never,
No, you
ever
can't leave
stay
those
up
up.
like that. Feel like that's high ground defense 101.
Yep.
Invisibility.
Especially versus Bounty on there. Bounty Rickies. Is a gem on Naposhka right now, so they invested in some extra vision control on top of that. And you still have Aegis for a minute. So I would not be surprised to see Spirit try and make another smoke move here or use the invis to just aggressively force the issue.
Gaimin Gladiators doesn't seem like they're trying to dodge fights right now.
Oh, they're trying to dodge.
Well, they're awfully grouped up for that.
I mean, there's no way you want to fight Aegis when it's expiring in
Dire's
50
middle
seconds.
tower is under attack.
Downside is Yotoro's going to finish Satanic off this duration, so you kind of have to pick your poison.
Yeah, he's going to have a second life, one way or the other.
Are
Invis
scanning.
Monkey King running into all of them. No detection.
Oh my God!
What
no
is
way.
this?
Is this Invis rune really going to work this way?
Attack.
What is happening? There's just nothing.
Laurel's just gonna get, oh, it's a 4-man boundless strike and beat a Wukong's man. Where's the
But he's
BKB?
dead.
Wait a
He's
minute,
alive.
Laurel, he gets off the BKB now. Lasso goes
dead.
off and Watson's able to finish him off. Still though, he set the play. Can the rest of Spirit push through? A jump in from Collapse misses and it allows Watson to get a bit of distance, turns around, kills Maposhka. The AoE damage finally catches up with him. Still, somehow, despite all the information in the world, it's a 2 for 3 to Gaimin Gladiators' favor.
What? How?
How does he not use BKB?
I don't know. Like, did the Sand King get interrupted by something too? Like, why doesn't Collapse? He was the farthest one away. You could have just Burrow Strike 3-2, right?
Yeah.
I don't. These initiations have been insane from Laurel and like terrible at the same time. It's so confusing. I felt like that was just going to be a wipe, dude. You stunned all of them. They're all clumped. You just throw everything down on top of them, drop the hammer.
Yeah, I thought he was going to Wukong's command, then Boundless Strike.
Yeah, he could have Wukong.
But, I mean, either
I
way,
don't know.
pop BKB before you get grabbed by Marcy. That's for sure.
Wild stuff. Either way, it's still Gaimin getting caught out by the vision mechanics, not being prepared. They lose Watson again. He does clean up some heroes, so you salvage the fight a bit. But the problem is, every time you take one of these fights, you lose that BKB duration. It hurts the Marcy a little bit more than I think it hurts the Gyro. That's the big concern here. He's going back for S and Y, try and help deal with the stuns.
Yeah.
As they chase collapse.
We're finally going to see a coil relocate pickoff.
Yeah, that's...
We haven't seen that pretty much all game long because Spirit is grouped.
I mean, that's like what you want to do with this lineup. Just isolate heroes with the Bat Rider, drag them in Nullifier Marcy, they're gone.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about that. Still a lot of firepower in this Gaimin lineup if you can use it. Satanic done for Radon. He's playing on half HP.
My favorite part about that little interaction right there, the gem drops while Poshka instantly buys a new one.
Dedication. I mean, where did that gem end up? It ended up on the IO. That's his gem.
That's his gem. It's on Quinn. Because he needs to
yeah,
know where
yeah.
the bounty hunter is with that orchid.
So double gem for Gaimin right now, also huge. With division issues.
Whoa!
As Quinn gets caught. Amp damage monkey.
And now Laurel hopping through the trees, hoping to catch more. Ace has got his Rolling Thunder. Can he save his allies?
No, this is a lost fight. You gotta bail. Bail soon.
TP out, I'm sure.
He's not TPing. That was...
It's the Golem. He had to get away
it's
from the Warlock, and he couldn't get enough distance.
That damn Golem. We'll get Rue on the backside.
Did they just lose both the gems?
They just lost both gems.
Oh my god.
That's what I was about to bring up. Man. Quinn just got caught. Just like that, double gem does nothing to help your issue. And Yatoro's net worth is just out of control with the extra track gold. I don't know how he just got so much in the last minute or two here.
Straight to the high ground. No buyback for the Pango for 40 seconds. Gaimin Gladiators. You want to take that 4 versus 4? Missing your biggest team fighting spell. It does not seem appealing, but it's what it's going to have to be. Just wait.
You got to find Bat Rider lassos. I mean, that's what you have left, right? You have to find big core targets with this lasso, drag them into the Marcy. That's how you win a team fight. Just make it a 5-on-4 at the start.
Well, I mean, I don't think you can grab the gyro, right? Gyro's got Ag Satanic. I don't think you die.
I think he dies. I really do think he dies.
Okay, let's put it this way. If he grabs the gyrocopter, I don't think he's dragging gyrocopter very far.
Well, he might die.
He's gonna get. There's gonna be a golem dropped. There's gonna be a burrow strike.
That is true. He's close to BKB though.
Yeah,
on this bat.
That'll
That would
help.
create a very different scenario. Honestly, this Golem is more annoying in this game than it has any right to be. Like, just for the BKB interrupt.
Yeah.
It's really annoying for the Marcy.
Well, yeah.
It's annoying for the Pango, like the TPs. It's annoying for this bat BKB that's coming out soon. That brief interrupt is enough for someone on Team Spirit to get a stun off, get a BKB Satanic off, to turn that fight around. And they're just hugging more vision, playing for this next Roche. They have the gem advantage again, and they have a fresh butterfly on Yatoro.
They feel like they have to defend Roche now. And they're right. Roshan is going to spawn, but it means Tofu will not have the time to get the BKB.
Oh, Quinn is smoked below solo.
It's going to be really weird if Spirit end up pushing into the rest of them.
In the middle.
Quinn gets caught. Orb goes off. He can blink back to his team. He is fine.
He went for BKB on the puck, by the way. Tired of dealing with all these mini stuns and random garbage. But it's a lower damage item.
Roshan's on the loose.
Look at him go.
Now, the mid-wave is going to be chipping away at T. Oh, shit, he got a bash. Friendly Shadow, that's what it is.
Yeah, there ain't no bash there.
Yeah.
But that's why this game is so hard for Quinn to play. You just get hit by any Invis hero, you're stunned. The threat of chain stun is insane. You don't have an Aeon disc. You can't buy Lincolns again against it. And Roche, just like that, is gone.
I mean, the roar goes off. Gaimin Gladiators.
You have to go
scrambling
now.
to get inside the pit. They need to go now. Ace he's just got to go blind at this point in time. He blinks into the pit, hits the gyrocopter, knocks him once or twice, not doing any damage. The team really can't follow this up by itself. Wukong's command can be used, and they're going to commit to the Roshan. Anybody inside the pit? No, it is free for Spirit. They get the Aegis. Gaimin Gladiators just full out retreat. Wait, Quinn actually goes in to try and kill the Warlock.
I don't like you're doing anything here.
Yeah, he's going to find that he does not do enough damage. Watson, BKB, TPing out. Quinn getting a lot of heroes inside the coil, but again, no follow-up to this whatsoever. He's just going to see if he can retreat off of Yule's blink. Nice timing on the Burrow Strike from Collapse will ensure there is no escape for Quinn. And just look how fast they're going for it. They're just TPing to this outpost to get to the enemy base as quick as possible.
Watson. No
see
BKB.
If they can get Watson while his BKB is on cooldown.
Invis the gyro in.
The friendly shadow. It's going to be one stun into a second stun into a golem drop, and he's gone straight into the base for tier 4s.
I mean, Spirit they're just outplaying Gaimin this series. Flat up, all the small things going their way, and again and again and again, these invis and warding mechanics just have won them every fight this series. A masterclass in the vision performance, as it'll force a Watson buyback here, not one he can afford. Gaimin still trying to connect with this lasso combo. They have BKB on the Bat Rider.
They don't go soon. Team Spirit, they can just commit.
Collapse just finds him first.
Yeah, you're ruining the initiation. Radon's not sure. Should I hit the Ancient? Should I kill people? Let's just go for the Ancient.
Yeah, he's just gonna
Gaimin
end the
Gladiators are doing nothing to stop him. He's going to help with some flat cannon shots, but the best way he can help is end the game. 2-0
nice team
to
fight.
Team Spirit.
Nice team fight over there, bros. I got your throw.